Imagine a $50 billion canal slicing through Central America, promising to rival the legendary Panama Canal. This was the Nicaragua Canal, a project to reshape global trade and lift a nation out of poverty. The plan, a waterway 3 times longer than Panama's, built for the world's largest ships. For Nicaragua's government, it was a ticket to prosperity and jobs. But beneath the promises, controversy brewed. A secretive Chinese billionaire, a shadowy deal, and a geopolitical tug-of-war between the US and China fueled suspicion. Protests erupted as farmers and environmentalists feared for their land and water. In 2014, the project broke ground with fanfare, then quickly stalled. The money dried up, machines fell silent, and the dream began to unravel. What started as a vision of progress became a story of financial uncertainty and fierce resistance. The world watched as Nicaragua's $50 billion dream collided with reality. The question, what happens when ambition outpaces everything else? Before canals, ships risked everything rounding South America's deadly Cape Horn. The Panama Canal changed that. An engineering marvel that cut 8,000 miles off the journey and became a global trade lifeline. For a century, Panama reigned supreme, but times have changed. Today's megaships outgrow even Panama's expanded locks, creating costly bottlenecks. Relying on a single canal is risky. Any disruption could cripple global trade. Enter Nicaragua's canal, a proposed alternative, bigger and deeper, designed for the world's largest vessels. Proponents saw it as essential for a growing economy and a way to lower shipping costs. For Nicaragua, it was a chance to finally rival Panama and capitalize on its geography. The old rivalry was reignited with the world's supply chains hanging in the balance. But could Nicaragua deliver where others had failed? The stakes were higher than ever. The world needed more than one path between oceans. The race for a new canal was on. The Nicaragua Canal was more than a construction project, it was a geopolitical gambit. The plan, a 173-mile waterway, 2 ports, an airport and resorts, cutting through Lake Nicaragua. President Ortega promised jobs and prosperity, selling the canal as a national triumph. But the real power lay with HK&D Group, a mysterious Chinese company led by billionaire Wang Jing. Law 840 gave HK&D sweeping control, raising alarms in Washington. The US saw a Chinese-backed canal as a threat to its influence in the region. For China, it was a strategic move, an Atlantic shortcut for its shipping, and a piece of its global Belt and Road Initiative. Officially, Beijing kept its distance, but many saw the project as a proxy for China's ambitions. The canal became a pawn in a new era of great power rivalry. It was about more than trade, it was about who would shape the future of the Americas. The world watched as Nicaragua became the latest front in a global contest. For many Nicaraguans, the canal meant disaster, not development. The route threatened rainforests, indigenous lands, and would displace tens of thousands, mostly farmers and indigenous families. Protests erupted, with campesinos marching against what they saw as a foreign takeover. Law 840, they argued, sold out their land and sovereignty to outsiders. At the heart of the fight was Lake Nicaragua, the nation's main freshwater source. Scientists warned that dredging the lake could destroy its ecosystem and contaminate water for millions. The risk of oil spills from massive ships loomed large. The government cracked down on protests, but resistance only grew. This was a grassroots movement, ordinary people fighting for their homes and future. The canal exposed a deep divide: progress for some, loss for many. The battle for land and water became a defining struggle for Nicaragua's soul. The Grand Canal broke ground in 2014 but quickly faded into a ghost project. Wang Jing's fortune collapsed, investors vanished, and the promised billions never arrived. By 2018, HK&D was gone, but the threat lingered. Law 840 still hangs over local communities. For many, the fight isn't over. The canal could return with new backers at any time. The project's failure is a cautionary tale. Mega projects need more than money and politics. They need local support and environmental care. The Nicaragua Canal became a symbol of broken promises and unchecked ambition. Yet, as Panama faces climate challenges and global trade grows, the idea of a second canal won't die. The world must ask, how do we balance progress with people and the planet? The ghost of the Nicaragua Canal forces us to confront the true cost of development. Some dreams, it turns out, are too big to ignore, and too risky to repeat.